Because I got that shit on. I'm pretty proud.
Okay. All right, I feel a little bit better.
His hands were suspiciously not wet, chat.
Dude, that's crazy. First of all, I used the no-touch method.
Oh, so he didn't need it.
No, I don't think people understand. I'm a professional pisser. I'm a professional fast pisser. I let it dangle. What's going on? I let it dangle. This thing is so it's so uncooperative. All right, let's walk around. No, it doesn't matter. It's uncooperative there too. It doesn't show. What's going on, brother? Yeah. Have a good one. Nice to meet you. It's so the thing is uncooperative in the sense that like it just always flips and it always hides like your credentials. So then people are like, "What are you doing?"
Never showing the one you want.
Yeah, and it never shows the one you want, but it's all good. I think we'll go to the Creator Lounge, see if there's any food there. Today I'm on a mission. Okay? We're gonna link up with Ryan Grimm. We're gonna link up with Mehdi Hassan. And then we're also going to find some protein at the Democratic National Convention because honestly, the protein part of the equation has been the most significant part for me specifically. I know we've made a lot of great content. We've met some congresspersons. We got yelled at by some congresspersons' staffers, which was cool. I guess that's a part of the DC process, you know? Being treated like human filth by a soulless careerist person in a suit. But one aspect of this experience that has been not as great as I would like it to be is the protein consumption. There's a lot of, there's a lot of food at the DNC.
4 hot dogs yesterday.
There's a lot of food at the DNC, but it's mostly hot dogs. That's right. I've had a lot of hot dogs, and I've had very little protein overall, and it's starting to get to me. I noticed that I took for granted the lifestyle that I have. What? Oh shit, okay. Okay. Sorry. I don't, not Chicago style hot dogs. I put ketchup and mustard on it, okay? Before you yell, I now know that the wonderful people of Chicago are, what's up? Who are you guys with?
We're from our high school.
Hell yeah, okay.
Yeah, we just wanted to ask you a couple questions about like how social media can, spread awareness.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it okay if I record you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how do you think that you use social media, to spread awareness about, these topics? How do you think it's important in all of this?
I think social media is an outlet where unrepresented voices can be heard. It can be good, and it can be very bad as well, obviously. Maybe some voices should not be represented, if you know what I mean. A lot of anti-vaxxers and misinformers out there and far-right radicals that don't get a prominent space to speak on Fox News get to have their own little space online. I mean, obviously, you got to combat that kind of misinformation. But overall, I think that there is an entirely different side to this equation on the left that does not get the broad mainstream coverage and representation it deserves, especially when it's paired up with policy positions that I think a lot of Americans would agree to. Things like Medicare for All, I think, are pretty popular, progressive pieces of legislation that rarely ever get coverage. It's something that is kind of on the back burner even now. And I think that it's important that there is someone out there who can advocate for these things.
Thank you so much. And could we also get a photo really quick?
Yeah, of course.
All right, thank you.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. Keep up the good work, guys.
Big fan.
What's going on? Hello. You want a photo?
Yeah, I'd like a photo, yeah.
Okay. Just take it out, selfie.
Hold on.
Are you actually? He's actually doing it.
How you doing?
What's up? What's up, Hotties for Harris? Okay. All
What
right.
are you doing?
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
How am I doing? We just got fucking yelled at.
Wait, for what? You want me to talk to somebody? 'Cause I-
No, you have, dude. I would actually love, cause he would go boss mode so quick. If they treated him like the way they treated us upstairs, you would go fucking
So what
mental.
happened? Let me know the story.
Oh, we had to clear out the space so that Elizabeth Warren could do like her
Look,
speaking engagement.
I'll talk to Liz, and we'll get it taken care of.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
welcome.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm starving. I'm gonna look for
Okay.
protein. You wanna come?
Yeah, sure. I'm hungry.
All right, let's do it.
Are you getting like food? You want
Yeah,
food?
sure.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean food? Is there food
I'll
here?
buy your lunch.
Wait, what? No, I don't want to. There's like lounge food. It's perfectly fine.
No, the lounge food isn't as good. There's like food trucks.
There's food trucks here?
Yeah, there's food trucks. In
Where?
Gate 6.
All
Gate
right.
6.
Can we take a photo?
Yeah, yeah.
You want
Okay,
me to
someone
take it
told
for
us
you?
to take a photo with you. I'm Sarah, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. Who told you to take a photo?
Yeah, if possible.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's do it. Should we?
All right. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
How do I? Oh. I get it.
Thank you.
All right. You too. Have a good one. All right. Yeah. Let's go to. Yeah. Let's go to Gate 6.
Okay. All
There's
right.
fucking food trucks. I had no idea,
Yeah.
bro.
All right. Let me see what the chat's up to. Got to see what's going on. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Have I broken this microphone yet? Let's see here.
Saved Austin. Yeah. I wanted to. Obviously. Can they hear you?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Wait. Hold on. Let me see. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break.
Yep. There is at
I
the
have
top
my
of the
own mic,
hour.
too. I just thought it would be funny. Hey.
So, folks, we are live here from the Democratic National Convention, where tonight
We're
Bill
live.
Clinton, Tim Walz, Pete Buttigieg are all going to speak this evening.
They're saying Austin is quiet.
Oh. Is this better? Can you guys hear me?
-3 for that dance. Hey, how about minus fucking 3 minutes for those who are unsubscribed at the top of the
Christ,
hour?
I'm so shiny. Do you have any blotting papers, Marsh?
Oh my God, why would he? Why would he have that? All right, here's the 3-minute ad break now. All right, let's go. Let's boogie.
Okay.
I have limited time to eat.
All right. Okay. So there is a gate 6. I believe has food trucks.
All right, let's do it.
Let me ask somebody that may know
Let's
what
ask
they're
this
doing.
guy.
Excuse me,
Yo,
sir.
my man,
Oh.
where's Gate 6? Which way is Gate 6?
Oh,
you're going there right now?
Can we
All right,
go with
well,
you? Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right.
If someone comes up, can you do security?
Yeah,
and be
can
like,
you
no,
security
you can't.
escort? Yeah. Excuse us.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. He's not. So,
What's up?
are you going to stay for Bill Clinton's speech tonight?
No.
No?
No, of course
Oh.
not.
Okay, neither am
But
I.
it's not even because of like Bill Clinton per se,
Yeah.
but I have a
Oh, sure. Yes, we will.
sorry.
Yep. Are the food courts this way? Is there a food truck?
trucks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You missed Hotties for Harris last night.
Yeah, because I'm fucking dying, dude. I'm tired.
I was at Hotties for Harris. You missed it. It was a party. We were drinking, having a good time.
I'm not a hottie.
You know who
that's
I
why.
met?
Bro, that's the craziest.
Yo,
What is that?
Yo, you know who I met?
Who?
The guy that Walter. You know the guy that goes, "Got it," making fun of the Turning Point USA guy?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
met him.
Walter.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's the
He
man.
used to work for the Young Turks.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And I also met Taylor
Lorenz.
Taylor Lorenz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I met a lot of people. I walked past Tim Kaine.
In the membrane?
No, no.
Tim Kaine in the membrane was there?
I walked past him. No, I just
Damn.
walked past him as I was on my interview. With
Okay,
the
now
Associated Press.
I'm mad that I missed this
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Tim Kaine appearance. Don't even fucking start with me right now.
Wait, are you serious? Are you
No.
upset? Are you jealous? Did
No,
I get one up on you?
I'm joking. I'm joking, but
okay.
like, this motherfucker actually wanted to go, and he was like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
And he was worried that like if I don't go, he's not gonna be able to ego like. He wanted me to come so I could ego our way in if they were like, "Oh, you can't come in. Sorry, we're at capacity." And
It's a fair request.
and he was
You
worried.
haven't thought that, Austin. Like, you haven't thought that.
What? I haven't thought
Using
what?
Hassan's cloud for your own benefit.
No, I've already been using it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was talking to somebody last night, and they're like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I do a podcast with Hassan Piker. I don't know if you're familiar."
Make it seem like you're a
no,
political
I was like,
commentator?
no, I was trying to secure an interview with Pete Buttigieg. I was talking to somebody whose boss was Pete Buttigieg, and so I started just talking about you and how we'd love to have him on the podcast, and we don't really talk about politics on the podcast.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think if it's a Pete Buttigieg type, like you probably shouldn't say that you're co-host with me.
Oh, really? Well, she did just after I said your name, she gave me her card and then left. So maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign. She also acted very clueless when I was like, "Wait, do you know where we're going?"
No.
Oh my God, we're just keep going this way. Okay, I'm so like. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know where we were going.
This is.
I.
You are a menace, bro.
No,
You are a straight up menace. I'm glad
so
you're not
sorry.
wearing the fucking suit today, though.
No.
Looking like a goddamn dem donor.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
I don't think there's food trucks here.
No,
bro.
there is. There's food trucks. Are there food trucks, sir? Okay, thank you.
He didn't even look at
He
you.
didn't even, no, it's because
He has no idea where
he's
the
too
food
far
trucks
up his own
are.
ass because he's in a suit. Jackass.
Yeah. Guys with suits.
Yeah, guys with suits.
Can't stand them.
Jesus. Anyways, yeah, they're over here. Don't worry. I know. Oh, see, there's one right there. Oh, see, look, check it out. Look, Hassan, look at this. Have I ever steered you wrong?
Yes.
Look at this.
Regularly.
Look at this, huh?
Oh, Donnie is looking for me. Food trucks.
Look, you got caseros. Is that a? Oh, that's definitely not how you pronounce that. That's. Oh no, it is. It is Mexican food.
I ain't have Mexican food in here in Chicago, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, they got quesadillas, burritos.
Ain't no way am I having
got-
Mexican food in Chicago, bro.
There's a Mexican population in Chicago. Like a,
Yeah, there's Mexicans everywhere in America.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that would be great. Preferably out of the sun.
preferably.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Coney Island, Lola's Coney Island dogs. That's not even Chicago. Yeah, what the fuck? Traveling Tom's Coffee. I had their coffee yesterday. Donnie got it for me.
Okay, so we got Korean food.
Cajun Connoisseur.
We got
Uncle Remy's
Coffee.
Southern Fried Chicken.
we got Mexican food. I'm kind of feeling like Mexican food.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, you're not wrong. It's not the worst idea.
I think, yeah, I'm feeling like Mexican food.
How do I get, like, what is the closest I can get to a bucket of fucking
Chicken?
protein? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, Chicago lunchbox. Rice box. Oh, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this.
Whenever you're ready. Thank you, sir.
Oh, they do bomb me too. God damn. I do love me some bomb meat.
Philip! Philip! No, Philip. I'd beat him a bomb, not gonna lie.
Hey, Hassan, I got your lunch. Don't worry about it.
What?
I'm gonna pay
You
for your
know-
lunch.
Okay. All right. I'm fucking running the table then.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, my man? I'm gonna get ooh.
Have you had it yet?
No. I have not had any food in a while, I feel like. It's been a long time.
Our best seller, everything's really good. Our number one seller is probably the beefy Korean. This, the Viet was featured on Chicago's best. Over rice is probably preferred.
Ground chicken with stir fry? Okay, no, I'm gonna get, I'll get the beefy Korean in a rice box with a fried egg.
You got it.
Make that.
Can we double the protein on that though?
Sure.
Double protein?
Okay. Two of them? Double
Yeah, two 2 of those minus the extra egg on one of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, keep the extra egg.
So 2 beef Koreans, double protein with eggs.
Yeah, double protein with eggs. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not gonna get picked up on the mic. You get
Okay,
talked.
Bobby, add extra protein on this, okay?
And then I would also like a Diet Coke.
You got it.
How's the sloppy Thai?
Very good.
Really? Okay.
And I kind of want to bomb me too. Wait, oh no, you said the Viet is grilled pork.
Yep.
Is that good enough bomb me?
Yes.
That's like okay. Then I want a number 2 bomb me as well.
Okay. Anything else?
He wants a number 1 bomb me,
Okay.
and that's it.
I'll do a sloppy Thai.
Sloppy time, right?
Yeah.
Austin,
And that's it.
You got it.
AustinShow.
And your name for the order?
Austin.
AustinShow, everybody. Good guy.
Yeah.
Whoa, you
gotta
got
hide my
any?
credit card.
You got crazy
Oh,
bevs here,
oh,
but
yes,
any of
we
them
do.
diet?
Yeah, we got Diet Coke. We got Coke. We got these zeros. We got Fanta Zero.
Oh shit! I haven't. No, that's good.
Huh?
I'm good with the DC. I'll stick to the classics.
Okay.
Fanta Zero.
Fanta Zero. You want a Diet Coke? Did he get a Diet Coke?
Yeah, 1 Diet Coke.
I'll get another Diet Coke.
2 Diet Coke.
Yeah.
All right.
And then, Marsh, did you want something to drink? Maybe 2 waters?
I'm feeling
Yeah.
good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
Okay. And that should would it be weird to put an egg in the sloppy Thai?
Would it be weird for an egg? No.
No,
Absolutely not,
I'll
no.
try that just for shits, yeah. Okay.
For shits?
Yeah, shits and gigs.
That's what you said to him?
For shits and giggles.
That's not a thing that
Yes,
you
it
normally
is.
say. You're just saying things now. God
Philip?
damn.
No.
We are out of the line now. It's your line now. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Always.
I gotta find a spot. I want to throw my Zeno.
Oh, you're good.
Zero shame. Shame these two. Wait, what? Why? What did I do now? What the fuck did I do now? Oh my god. I'm tired. I am tired. Not good. And I forgot my glasses in the panic. Like my sunglasses in the panic moment. If we can get back in there by like 5:30, that's fire. I'll just
Fucking microphone on.
I'll just get back to the desktop stream. What's up? 7. Yeah. Wait, oh, let's just go back there. Banh mi sandwich, Korean slanger. This was in Chicago's best. The banh mi that I got, the Vietnamese. The Viet banh mi that I got was in Chicago's best. It was featured. So I'm excited. It's not just like some regular old banh mi. It's Chicago's best. Mexican food in Chicago is fire. What the fuck these two on? Bro, I mean, I don't disbelieve you. It's just that like I've been hurt before. You know what I mean?
Can I tip? Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I've been hurt before,
course.
and I've also punished March in the past.
Thank you very much.
Making him eat fucking,
Have a good one.
what is it,
Thank
Guzman
you.
y Gomez
Yes, sir. Thank you.
in Australia. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was ass.
Where'd you get this? Goodwill?
Good one.
You like this? You didn't compliment my fucking...
It looks good. I
you.
said, I'm glad that you're wearing normal shit instead of
Yeah.
like the fucking suit.
Yeah, no, the suit was a lot. Yeah, no, I'm feeling good.
So you went to Hotties for Harris last
did,
night.
I
Okay,
did.
give us the lib report. Give us the lib breakdown.
Well,
like,
let me tell you, there's a lot of energy. I thought Obama's speech was fantastic last night.
I think Michelle's cleared Barack's.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but did you catch Obama making fun of Trump's penis size?
Yeah.
And he definitely did that on purpose. But he did it just enough where like you could deny it, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome, and you know it. Trump is absolutely losing
already
his
responded
mind.
to it.
Really? What did he say?
Well, not
believe
about
me,
the
there's
penis
nothing
thing.
wrong down there. Believe me.
No,
folks.
he didn't say that, but
What'd
he
he
was
say?
like, "You heard Barack
Hussein
talking about me yesterday. Not nice." And then he immediately asked this crowd, he's like, my staffers keep telling me, don't do personal attacks. So I want to ask you, should I do personal attacks? And then the audience goes crazy, like, yeah, yes, Mr. President, my real president, do personal attacks, please.
Can we send the shade?
Why? Oh, you're worried about your skin?
I keep getting sunburned. There we go.
Bro, you are not sunburned at all.
Well, I did. I got cooked at Ludwig's event. Okay, so he asked for personal attacks.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna personal attack. He can't fucking help himself.
He hasn't stopped doing personal attacks,
Look,
so I don't know why.
Look, I think.
Oh, Donnie's coming here. You gonna be on CNN?
You want me to be on CNN?
You can be.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I did turn down their interview before, but I think I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
You turn that interview?
Are they going to be filming you?
Yeah.
Like they want to film you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. They're filming an entire documentary? Okay.
No, mostly on me.
Okay.
Just me.
Okay.
It's called.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
How are
as
you?
well. I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Day 3, man.
Yeah.
That's
You seem to be picking up more buttons every time I see you.
I just keep on the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear your perspective, because I'm definitely a little bit more critical of the Democratic Party in general.
Okay, yeah.
But you seem to be very enthusiastic
Yes, sir.
about everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So,
I'm Austin, by the way.
Austin,
Yeah,
nice
this
to
is
meet you,
Austin.
man.
Nice to meet you, Kenny.
As
You're a
well.
delegate for the state of Colorado?
Yes, I am. And
Wow.
I'm getting some hot dogs. So really
Awesome.
excited
Very
to be
cool.
here.
hell
Very
yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Colorado, you're a delegate. You're very stoked. How do you feel? How's the energy from your perspective?
It's a breath of fresh air. I mean, I've always been a Biden delegate, let me be clear.
Yeah.
But obviously, ever since 5 weeks ago, things have changed a lot.
You didn't want to say no. I'm going with Biden. Sorry.
I was believe it or not, I'm a Biden stan. I'm like riding with Biden the whole time.
Yeah?
Because we had to get,
Trust me,
elected.
I believe it. Look at what you're wearing.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So
no.
you were with him to the bitter end.
To the bitter end. Literally the day before on Saturday and Friday, I was like, no way he's gonna drop out. All my friends on Signal, I'm like, no fucking way. And then he announced he's gonna drop out.
What did you want?
So when you like,
Yeah.
you took a photo with me, so you're familiar with my commentary.
I know, absolutely.
Okay, so
I
what
watched
did you
with
think
the
when I
Hamas.
was what did you think when I was like talking big shit? I was like, Biden needs to drop out. Like, did that piss you off? Or you like, oh fuck this guy? Or did you not see it?
1 second. Can you grab this real quick, guys?
He went to grab his hot dog.
Donnie!
Top of the morning.
As a
Donnie
delegate,
O'Sullivan.
As a delegate, is he allowed to say what he thought?
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't he be? It's already in the past. What is going on with this, bro? Chicago put some crazy shit on their dogs.
This is great. I mean, I'm not gonna eat the pickle, but I'm gonna eat the rest of it.
You gotta eat the pickle, my man.
I don't like pickles.
You're disrespecting Chicago if you don't eat the pickle.
I'll eat the pickle. I'll do it for you.
Okay, this is a Colorado delegate, and we're talking to him about being enthusiastic about Biden until the last moment,
Yeah.
and whether or not he appreciated my commentary shitting on Biden, saying he needs to drop out. But I don't know.
I was gonna say.
This is CNN, by the way.
Hey, it's nice to meet you guys. How you doing? I'm Kenny. Jesus. Nice to meet you, man.
Kenny from Colorado.
Yeah, Kenny from Colorado.
He is, I think, the most enthusiastic person I've seen so far.
I love being here. This is awesome. Thanks, dude. I was gonna say to all my friends, I'm a millennial. A lot of my friends are Zoomers.
That's about to fall on the. You gotta rip that. Yep, there you go.
Gotcha, man.
All right.
They're all Democrats, independents, and a lot of folks want Biden to drop out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gaza, that's a big one. And I understand that. But the other side is literally like fascism.
Yeah, no, I think people understand that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, myself included, were making the argument that like Biden's chances of defeating Donald Trump are significantly worse than anyone else.
Yeah.
Which is why Biden should drop out, was the argument that a lot of people were making. Like Nancy, but what do you think about Nancy Pelosi?
I mean, she's the biggest. She's an influential Democrat, obviously, and obviously her husband's the best day trader of all time. I'm just saying. But,
Put some respect. Put some respect on Paul Pelosi.
But I think she's inspiring, and the fact that she's been so involved since like JFK is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's my goat. She
Yeah.
really pulled through.
Yeah.
She pulled through with that socialist coup with Kamala Harris. Anyway, you like Kamala. You're excited.
I am excited.
I'm
Okay.
thrilled
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't be more excited.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
No, 100%.
Obviously, I grew up in 2008 and 12 with Obama. My first election was 2012 with Barack Obama.
Is that the first one you voted in?
Yeah, first one.
Same.
I'm young. I'm youngish.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm rooting for it. I'm excited for it.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, thanks for
appreciate
that.
it.
Thanks for that feedback.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey,
Can I
nice
still
to
with
meet
you
you.
guys?
Yeah,
by
sure,
fucking,
sure.
by I assume by the last day you're just gonna be covered in buttons.
I will be covering by.
Wait,
time I
there's a
see
really
you.
good. Did you see the Kamala Harris union pin?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, if you see it, it's great. I have one.
Please.
Stop trying to fucking improve your lib status here. He's trying to flex on you.
You guys are awesome. Big
Hey,
fan again.
nice
Thank you
to
so much.
meet you, man.
And sorry, Doug, right?
Austin.
Austin, I'm
Nice
so
to meet
sorry. You're not Doug.
No, it's
No, it's all
okay.
good.
I look like a duck.
No, you're not. man.
His name is Austin.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Donnie, this is my podcast co-host.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
And-
Pleasure.
and-
Donnie with CNN?
Yeah, that's right.
It's a
Gay
pleasure.
diversity hire. pick,
Yeah, absolutely.
Austin
Yep.
show.
Yep.
How's your DNC been going?
We just got yelled at by Elizabeth Warren staffer in the rudest way I've ever been talked to as a 33-year-old man. But other than that,
Why? What's she?
oh, they were just like clearing the room. They were like,
Yep.
"You need to leave right now."
Yes,
I was
sir.
like, "Can I take a piss?" She's like, "No, no, you need to get out right now."
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Drinks and stuff in here, too? Drinks and stuff in here? Oh, gotcha. Perfect. Thank you. Take care. Yeah, thank you.
Around debating people. Mike Lindell's in here, the Mike Pillow guy.
Dude, have you
Wait,
seen
Pillow
him yet?
Guy's here?
Yeah, Michael Pillow is
No
here.
way.
Michael
No
Pillow.
mustache.
Oh, he actually shaved it? Oh my God, we have to find him. I want to see Matt Walsh and I want to see Michael Pillow. Well, I don't really want to see Matt Walsh. He's so gross. But at least like Michael Pillow is like fun.
Did they let them in just to play with them?
I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. We might
What's up?
follow you guys for a while.
Sure.
Yeah, we're not here.
Yeah, no worries.
Nice to meet
My
you.
brother's a bigger fan.
Okay.
You've got him full lefty field. He's hating on me for being out here, but I was like, dude, I gotta
No,
go
I
find
mean,
you.
I'm out here too. You want to take a photo?
I would love to take a photo.
Yeah.
You got him in the gym like an animal. I need you to tell him he looks
Oh,
small.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
hell
big
yeah.
as hell. But I need you to like tell him that he looks small
Do you
as
think
shit.
I was Hassan for a minute?
I did.
Yeah.
I know.
We get mistaken a lot.
We keep getting.
Yeah.
All right,
I'd
let's
love to
do
take
it.
pictures
Oh,
after
really?
the
Oh,
show.
awesome. Nice to see you. Absolutely. No worries. Not a problem.
appreciate it.
Let's
Nice
do
to
it.
meet you, brother.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Appreciate you.
You guys want one to
Oh, we
all
got
together?
the food. Let's go. So,
Okay, let's do it.
do you want me to mic up or
Okay,
no?
here we go.
We might, yeah.
Sure.
I can't believe you're just booming
Here, do you want
around,
me to get in the
dude.
middle here? Okay,
Look at
perfect.
you.
Okay,
Let's do it.
what? Oh, you want to?
Dude, today we have the
get
same, like,
Okay, yeah.
we are
Sweet.
closer to the stage than
That was
CNN
so
is.
cute.
Just
Nice
saying.
to meet you. Remind me of your
Just
name.
saying.
Katie,
Well,
nice to meet you. Such a pleasure.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Same
Alexandra.
balcony.
Enjoy your
CNN.
time. Yes, and enjoy the speeches
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. We figured it out
Yes,
quickly
awesome.
this time.
Oh yeah, you want to see his?
How has been the? Did you go to
Oh,
any of
shit.
the parties last
Okay,
night or
yeah.
anything like that?
No, no, you're good.
Nope. I'm an old man, and I've been running around the whole day, so I was just like, I'm so tired.
So what's the plan? That you guys are going back to the spot, or what are you roaming around for?
So we're gonna roam around. I'm gonna try to link up with a couple people that I haven't been able to see yet. Hopefully have them on the stream. And we're gonna eat first. So there's gonna be a sit-down portion here.
Beautiful.
We just ordered a shit ton of protein. I'm very excited about it. I have not had enough protein since I've been out here. It's lacking. I know you
Big
care
boys
about
like
that.
me and you, we need to really,
Yeah.
to stay built the way we are.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
To
exactly.
sustain all of this, to sustain these pecs.
I didn't even need to tell you about the lack of protein. I'm sure you've suffered as well.
Protein at all times.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you guys sit.
All right. Wait, do you want to do like a
Maybe we just sit and talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll still be live and stuff, so yeah.
What's that?
We'll still be live and stuff.
Yeah. No. No. I'm kidding.
Thank you. We're
Never
really
meet your
good.
heroes.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
Never meet your heroes. He's a monster.
Oh. Okay. I'll do it.
Oh, you're doing 0.5.
Wait, let me do some right there. I'm shaking a little bit.
Do you think you work
Thank
for
you. Wait, can I get one in the middle? Sorry. So she can crop me out if she wants to. Yes. Okay, wait.
I'm just gonna walk for this.
Thank you. Thank you.
She wasn't. Okay.
We'll do this. Awesome. Thank
Have
you
a good
so
one,
much.
guys. Nice to meet you. That's mine.
We're gonna have to do a sun table.
Yeah, let's just do a sun table. There's no shade. There's no shade there anyway.
Prop it up on the edge, right under shot.
Yeah.
You mean the structure? Yeah, it's wider. I guess it's fine here.
Are you guys happy with this?
Yeah, right? Yeah. So what I sit across from you?
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry,
No, Marge!
Sorry, Chad. They're good. They're good.
Did you get a sandwich, Marsh?
I got one. I got a banh mi,
Sandwich.
and I got a big
Marsh
boy
got a sandwich
with a double prote.
And then there's a beef bowl with an egg. And then there's another beef bowl with an egg. Wait, Hassan, I think that's mine. Is that chicken?
Oh yeah, ground chicken.
Yeah, that's you. And then Diet Coke.
What are you?
Diet Coke, Diet Coke.
They gave us utensils, right?
Yep.
These are Irish politicians.
Hey,
how
you think I
are ya?
can't tell?
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
What's going on?
We saw Tony. We told you to come over and say hello.
Of course.
Absolutely.
What's happening? Hassan.
Switch right away.
Austin, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
You didn't have to tell me that they were Irish
You
politicians.
might have thought that they were maybe from the deep south, you know.
Yeah. They were wearing it on their face.
So, has this been going? Today's been going better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Setup-wise and everything.
Yeah, they gave us a better spot this time, but also at the same time, like the better spot comes with, I guess, more chaos in terms of like having to move around a little bit. Like, I think it stems. No, what are we doing?
I'm making sure it's the right one.
Oh, wait, we got the same thing.
No, I got a Korean one. You got
Oh, okay. I got the Vietnamese. Oh.
This is incredible.
That looks good.
All right, let's
Which
see.
truck is it from? The orange one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Get my mukbang going for CNN.
Guys, I'm been a bit beat with this convention.
Yeah. There you go.
Do you want to swap mics while he drink?
Uh-huh.
Because they're going to be talking.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Here. It's going to already set up for that side. Yeah. You go a little lower if you want. It's comfortable for you.
It's fine.
That's good. Next on it?
I eat on camera all the time. So
this
people,
one?
yo,
Sure, yeah.
you want to get that water out of the way? It's probably in the shot.
Or do you want to put it?
I got you.
Very
That way
nice.
the street can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just put this little side pocket here.
Yeah.
You don't leave.
I'm a bit nervous about being live on your Twitch right now.
Wait, why? There's only like
I don't know.
There's only like 50,000 people watching.
This is my first time on Twitch and in person. Yeah.
Why do I think that you've been on it?
Well, just because he's
I watch his shit all the time.
and he does such a great Irish accent. Ireland.
Right, I love it.
Ireland.
So good.
I wanted to bust it out for your Irish politician friends, but I didn't.
I think he said it. They got, the second I said, "Oh, we're streaming live on Twitch," they're like, "Oh, right." So yeah, apparently the Irish politicians are here to observe.
That's so funny.
Yeah. They will
They're
be,
like the
they
car-
will, they will be observing a pint of Guinness at about 20 minutes.
They're like the Carter Institute. They're trying to make sure
coming in. Yeah,
that
yeah.
the process is up to par with standards, international standards.
Well, we joke, but you know, might need that in this country at some point. So so yeah, Mike Lindell snuck in with he shaved off his mustache.
Yeah, he said he was gonna do it. I didn't believe he would do it, but man, that dude is committed, man.
Mine's like a 2.
Very committed to the bit.
Is it already 2? Yeah. It's fine. I'll do it solo.
So I wanted to ask.
That's bomb.
This is so good. we were chatting about yesterday as I think Patti LaBelle was doing her sound check. But when it comes to one thing I'm looking at for this doc we're doing is like the guys who have gone from Bernie all the way now to far right, Trump, whatever you want to call it. Why do you think that happens? Or do you just think that is men who just would always want to go to the fringes anyway, or do you think it's a sign of something more fundamental in politics?
I think the boundaries in our duopoly are completely on culture war issues. It is oftentimes those who are not necessarily committed to a materialist framework in understanding history, in understanding politics in general, that then catch themselves in the throes of right-wing radicalization because because those are issues that are top of mind for them. That's exactly what happens like with the likes of, Jackson Hinkle, where like the other day he tweeted out, China has banned transgenders from TV. And that's really funny that he's saying that, because he's saying that it's a pro-China thing, right? Because in his mind, that's like pro-China. Oh, they're anti-trans. Right, yeah. The most famous Chinese woman in Chinese television is a trans woman. Very open about being trans as well. I mean, she's obviously a party loyalist and whatnot, but like she is a trans woman. So what he's saying is objectively incorrect. But why does he say it? Because he thinks like there's this global culture war focused right-wing momentum everywhere around the planet, including in China, in a place like China. It is really interesting that he rarely ever talks about Cuba, though, because Cuba is like very socially progressive in comparison to the United States. So I don't know. I think he just misses the mark because he's very desperate to cut this propaganda that like everywhere else, like people only care about LGBT rights and abortion and these sorts of things, because it's like American propaganda, social media, and American liberal media has like brainwashed people. But I think most people want more civil liberties no matter what, and behaving as a consistent repressive force against that sort of thing is antithetical to any sort of like left-wing movement. So those guys aren't left-wing at all.
Yeah. I'll let you take bites of your sandwich as well.
Go ahead. Ask me the question.
So you really started going solo on Twitch in a big way in 2020, right? Mm-hmm. So fast forward to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. How did that play out in your community, among your audience?
In the lead up to Russia invading Ukraine, I very consistently said it's not going to happen, as I told you yesterday. I was like, there's no way. I thought it was a complete, like, non-starter, and I thought the State Department was being hysterical in an effort to drum up, like, some kind of pro-State Department propaganda and try to, like, spark the tensions of saber rattling against a foreign adversary. And I also thought that it just made no sense tactically for Vladimir Putin to engage in such an action, because it would be devastating for Russia regardless. Now, that is true. That has happened, right? It's not like Russia is doing great, contrary to what many people who are pro-Russian, pro-Vladimir Putin have to say. They're not having a fantastic time with it either. Hundreds of thousands of people are dead. Entire cities collapsed. The Russian economy is...
Yeah. Are you good?
The Russian economy itself is like a complete war economy at this point, right? They've been able to weather the storm of the American sanctions regime, but they're not doing great. They would be doing much better if they kept maintaining like at least some level of peaceful trade with their European partners, rather than having to commit that trade through like India or other subsidiaries. that was my analysis at the time, and I was wrong. They did invade, obviously, and I apologized for getting it wrong, my prediction being wrong. But at the time, there were a lot of people who were like, I told you, like, you know, you were wrong. The American State Department was right. Like, why wouldn't you believe them? And I kept saying, like, why would I believe them? They don't have exactly an infallible track record. If you look at what's going on in Israel, they're wrong every day. And not only are they consistently wrong, but they're deliberately wrong. They're deliberately wrong in an effort in an effort to cut propaganda for the Israeli state that is so obviously wrong that what happened? Are you still mic'd up?
No. It's on Donnie.
Okay.
Just got really intense for him.
No.
Yeah.
Just got very intense and emotional.
Yeah, he's a big Israel supporter. I'm just kidding. I'm always going to be skeptical of state resources, whether it be the Russian state, or whether it be the Chinese state, or whether it be the American state, because I understand that there's a direct bias there in terms of like what their foreign policy goals are. So that hasn't changed my calculation at all. But for a lot of people, they were like, "No, this is it. Like you're a Russian agent."
Yeah.
They were, in some respects, very primed to believe that like there's this secondary cynical notion as to why I must be saying these things, and it can't be because I'm like reading exactly what I'm seeing.
But you could understand what I mean. There are a lot of people in this space, prominent people, who there are a lot of suspicions that they're doing the bidding for somebody else. I mean, I've asked Jackson Hinkle that directly.
What did he say?
He said he's doing it all off. He's traveling all off his own dime, etc., etc.
I don't know. I don't know who's funding him. Like, I don't think he has like a big enough Patreon to fund all of his endeavors. I genuinely don't know. But having said that, for me, my finances are pretty they're pretty transparent, you know.
So you watch a good bit of my stuff. Thank you very much. It's good to have somebody watching. Please keep that up. But I spend a lot of my time talking to Trump supporters, trying to understand the rabbit holes people go down, why they go down them. Obviously, on your stream, you have a bit of fun with it sometimes. I think you also refer sometimes to Trump supporters as hogs.
Yeah.
But you must feel some empathy at times, some sympathy.
Oh yeah.
When you see how far down, whether it's QAnon or even election denialism, whatever it is, that some people genuinely are. Some people genuinely believe this stuff.
Absolutely. I abide by the principles that Michael Jamal Brooks, rest in power, good friend of mine who passed away a couple years ago, brilliant commentator. He was on the Majority Report.
Yeah.
I abide by those principles that he so perfectly and eloquently put. Be kind to individuals, but be ruthless to systems. And while I like to have my bit of fun, making jokes at the expense of people who are inherently and overtly antagonistic to people due to their inalienable traits and characteristics that they can't change about themselves, their bully behavior, I do ultimately still want to change the minds of people, and I want to change their minds. I want to make sure that they're not falling down this right-wing rabbit hole. So I do actively, as long as someone maintains genuine interest and charitability, I will always talk to them. I will meet them at their level, and I will try to explain to them how certain things are and where they might have been led astray. So I like to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I don't necessarily fault individuals for going down this rabbit hole, because I understand that we're all, in some ways, victim to propaganda. We cannot escape propaganda. If it was something that was inescapable, it would not be a multi-billion-dollar industry. There would be no PR, there would be no marketing, right? It's obviously very effective. So I get that. And also I recognize that, especially our monoculture created by neoliberalism, I think neuters certain curiosities that people might have. and very effectively dismantles any kind of counter narrative. Like, for example, I think that there's a lot of economic volatility in this country. There's a lot of instability. There's a lot of people who are suffering, right? I think Republicans take advantage of that suffering and very quickly address that anger and use that anger to their advantage. They redirect that anger to to populations who are marginalized, and they do that very effectively. Whereas I feel like liberalism has no counter to that. There's no real interest from one party to like adequately go, no, you're wrong. You're angry at your boss.
Why is that? Why aren't Democrats better at doing that?
I mean, because they're beholden to the same corporate masters and same capital interests that the Republicans are beholden to. But Republicans, on the other hand, can and do often very openly admit that they're pro-business, and they repackage their opinions in a pretty solid way. They propagandize it in a really successful way, and they change the narrative from it's your boss that's fucking you over, it's your boss that's not going to give you, your honest wage, your livable wage, to it's Mexicans stealing it from you. So they have a really solid way of using liberalism, good bad narratives, and these like spiritual, anti-materialist sentiment. They have a really good way of operating within that space and redirecting people's attentions away from the actual vectors of pain. The real oppression, the real struggle.
The more I hang out, I mean, it's been pretty interesting trying to dig into, as I've been doing this story, digging in on the far left. As I kind of said yesterday, so far left that you're meeting with the far right.
I don't think those guys are far left.
You just think they're straight up far right?
You can't be far left, and you can't be.
You can't go that direction as well.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, right? Like the moment that you hyper focus on culture war issues, you've already lost the plot.
Right.
You are no different. Like a lot of that comes from the resistance that people have towards liberalism. People hate liberals. They love saying that liberals suck. Everybody loves saying that. I say it all the time because they do to a certain degree. But it is still, at the end of the day, liberalism to hyper-focus on the other side of that coin on these groups of people that are just, trying to make an honest living in the same exact way that you are.
Yeah.
It's not like trans people are magical beings that have completely overcome the need for healthcare or overcome the need to pay for rent, overcome the need to, work an honest wage or work an honest job. They have the exact same class interests that every other person has globally. You might be in Ireland, you might be in Zimbabwe, but ultimately every single person, or in the Appalachian Mountains, every single person still wants to put food on their table, a roof over their heads, and make an honest living, and have some nice things on the side, and have a little bit of autonomy and a sense of purpose in their lives. That's just like, that's globally the exact same interest that everybody has. So hyper focusing on these like minute differences, these marginal differences that people might have, whether it be their sexual choices, whether it be their lifestyle choices, is, I think, silly liberal shit. But on the other side of the liberal coin, which usually turns into fascism very quickly.
Jimmy Dore had a live show here on Friday night. We were talking to some people who were in line for that. Alex Jones ended up being Jimmy's surprise guest. Some people in line were not happy about that. Some were like, oh, well, let's hear what he wants to say. And some people straight up like Jones. But what everybody was saying, and I guess it's to be expected at a Jimmy Dore event, maybe the same, maybe among your audience too, is that people not happy with, obviously, the system as it is, the parties as it is. Maybe I'm putting myself into an echo chamber here, but the more and more I talk to folks, it seems that like the two-party system in the US might not sustain, might not be around in 50 years' time. Or you think the party machine just will plow through?
I think there is no real two-party system anyway. I think most governments have some kind of theoretical democracy that they try to aspire to work towards, but ultimately it always falls short. And there is always key aspects of governance that will fall in line with the bipartisan consensus. Foreign policy being an obvious one in the United States of America. So it's not necessarily a byproduct of the duopoly here, but it's more so the reality that the Democratic Party is not responsive to the needs of the people. Because the Republican Party has figured out their own method. They're actually flailing in a different direction now because they've become too successful, and they're experiencing their own problems in that sort, because now you have all these crazy people that are embedded in the party that just want increasingly more and more violence and subjugation, humiliation to their ideological enemies, LGBT, whatever, like people that they consider morally degenerate, right? But I think that it's not necessarily the duopoly failing, because ultimately it doesn't really matter. You can have a one party, you can have a single party form of governance and still be responsive to the needs of the people in a different way. You can have a duopoly like in the United States of America.
You don't think American democracy, or at least the representation people get, would be greatly enhanced by having a multi-party system?
Oh no, it would.
Because that could then apply pressure on the more centrist side of the Democratic Party, no?
It would. However, there are parliamentary systems all around the world. They still have to create coalitions.
Yeah.
And they still also run into the same exact gridlock problems that the American duopoly runs into as well. That's the point I'm trying to make. You have to have people, you have to have genuine pressure from the public, and you have to have politicians that are responsive to the demands being made by the people, as long as they're reasonable demands. And when you don't have that, you're just basically playing a song and dance, and you keep recycling the same old harm reduction propaganda every 4 years, as the Republicans desperately campaign, not every 4 years, but every single day, up until that very moment where the election is happening, where they try to build the solid foundation and the groundwork to capture the attention of enough people and have them be invested in this false framework, whether it be like immigrants are coming to steal your jobs, or whether it be immigrants are coming to steal your daughter and rape her and kill her. They're always on. They're always propagandizing these positions. Democrats don't really do that, and they basically rely on, unfortunately, the notion that like inevitably reasonable people will engage in defensive voting and will vote against the Republican Party because they've gotten completely out of control. All the while, when they do get into power, they run scared and refuse to unwind the right-wing initiatives taken by the former Republican Party that you ousted. I think Joe Biden's agenda on immigration and his change on immigration from 2020 to 2024 is a perfect demonstration of this. He ran on this, dare I say, bold, radical, anti-Trump's immigration policies, anti-border wall agenda. He was actually close to Donald Trump, much closer to Donald Trump in approval ratings on immigration than he was by the time he was forced out of the race. Why was he so much closer? Because he actually was meeting with a counter message. At the time, there was plenty of counter messaging from the media because the media was resistant to Donald Trump. Donald Trump was doing awful things like child separation as a deterrence mechanism that's like unheard of. It's Hitlerian shit, right? And the Democrats took advantage of that, and they said, we are going to do things. We're going to unroll all of this stuff. And then in the first 100 days of Biden's agenda, his administration, he was going to put forward a pathway to amnesty. Like, he was going to offer conditional amnesty to citizens and all of this stuff. And he didn't really do any of that. And he also, now, by the end of his 4-year tenure, turned around and was pushing for a right-wing immigration bill. A right-wing immigration bill that a right-winger wrote entirely, which didn't even have concessions for the Democrats, really, which is kind of crazy to me, because normally, at least under the Obama administration, the Democrats would do a push and pull. They'd be like, okay, we're going to deport a lot of migrants, but then we're going to do DACA. right? And then
But you're saying there was a total capitulation here.
There was complete capitulation on two fronts. On the messaging front, which I think is really bad, and there was a capitulation on the legislative front, which is even worse, because then you're normalizing the position that the Republicans have, which is that immigration is no longer about the economy, but is actually a matter of national security. Americans, for all of their faults and failures, historically, have done a lot of atrocities, but when it comes to immigration, every American kind of understands, like, we are a nation of immigrants. Like, they do. They might, unless they're, like, completely white supremacists and, like, a Tucker Carlson fan or whatever, and even Tucker Carlson, I think, will agree to this to a certain degree, that this is a nation comprised of immigrants. We all came here. Our parents all came here. That's what makes America great. And it literally does make America overcome some of these other issues that other developed nations have in terms of their population not growing, their population remaining old, getting really old.
Yeah.
You know, immigrants have been able to help America overcome that problem. And we don't even consider that. Having said that, I think turning the conversation away from immigration being a matter of the economy to a matter of national security is really scary for two reasons. One, because obviously Hitlerian policy, but two, it's a complete falsehood. This is not reality at all. There is no empirical basis for this opinion. This is just simply right-wing hysteria through and through. All matter evidence shows that undocumented migrants are responsible for less crime per capita than natural-born U.S. citizens. So how the fuck are Democrats just not saying that all the time? How the fuck have they not said that for the past 4 years when you knew that
But they're up against these images, right, of so-called caravans.
Anecdotes. Racist anecdotes.
But they haven't found a way to counter that.
They have just never countered it. That's the problem. They completely gave ground on that front. And they do it all the time. They do that with the crime panic. They just let these things subside eventually. Or worse, sometimes they just take ownership over right-wing policies. Like Bill Clinton did this too in the 90s, like with the crime panic.
You mentioned there about Hinkle putting out a possible misinformation about trans people in China. I haven't seen that myself, but I'll have to take a look. A lot of people are getting their news from you, not from people like me.
Yeah.
But you've been pretty transparent about times you've messed up or whatever, and saying, right, correct you. But what responsibility do you feel you have when you are? Because sometimes you're just scrolling, right, or you're coming across stuff and you're learning stuff in real time.
Yeah.
I have the benefit of, we tape stuff, we go back and research it, etc., try to get it right.
Yeah.
You're in a tough spot when it comes to consuming and also basically publishing information in real time. How much do you think about that?
All the time.
This could be Mike Lindell calling me.
It weighs on my conscience heavily.
So what time is... Oh, Jackson Hinkle. Jackson Hinkle, I guess,
He's
is
probably watching.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to him?
Not really. I have a very different policy than you do in terms of giving clout to people.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
I think that as long as someone is not representative of like a broad movement and not genuinely harmful in terms of like their audience, like the size of their audience, I most likely will not take the time out to openly combat them and openly even talk about them. The reason why I don't do that is because I fear that
you're
giving them, you're giving them a larger platform.
So you think maybe what I did with the My Pillow guy was wrong?
No, because Mike Lindell is relatively harmless, all things considered, and I don't think he represents a broad constituency, and neither does Jackson Hinkle. But like, he's relatively harmless in comparison to, I don't know, like an Alex Jones even, or a Nicholas Fuentes. That is to say that I don't always refuse to talk about or to these people. Once they reach a certain barrier and they start getting mainstream recognition, then I feel like it's misinformation that must be dealt with. And
So when it comes to Hinkle, I mean, he's got whatever 3-4 million followers.
But that doesn't mean anything.
You think that's just bullshit?
No.
Do you think I'm making a mistake telling a story about Jackson Hinkle?
Is it just a story about Jackson Hinkle?
Well, no, we're looking, I guess, more at going from the far, going from the far left to the far right.
I just don't think Jackson Hinkle is far left in general. I will say this: there are a lot of people that work for the American Enterprise Institute, that work for FDD, and all these other neoliberal institutions that are on the payroll of the American government, or at least working at the behest of the American military-industrial complex, that say a metric ton of propaganda that is never considered propaganda in that same vein as what Jackson Hinkle is doing. He happens to do it for America's foreign adversaries, so of course everyone immediately reacts and goes, oh, that's an agent. Now, I don't even know what his background is in terms of like if he's getting funded by foreign governments or whatnot. But I do see them in the same vein. Like, I don't see Jackson Hinkle in a way that is any different than like a dude working at the American Enterprise Institute that's like consistently talking about how America has to nuke Iran. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I would say that given his allegiances to countries that have less power than the United States of America, his overarching like footprint on the world is nowhere near as damaging as someone who is willingly a participant in American imperialism. That's also the other reason why I don't really talk about him.
Right. Okay. Well, I hear you.
He also loves clout too much. That's why he's fucking calling you nonstop.
He is calling, yeah. He wants to talk to you, but if you don't want to talk to him, we're on your stream, so we know what I gotta do. Tell me more about, as somebody who's watched a good deal of my reporting through the years, what is your feedback, your criticisms, your critique for me?
I don't know. I don't think you've done anything like that I consider to be like really bad. Like yesterday, I was watching, I believe, NBC, and there was a protest at the Israeli consulate. And this protest was conducted by an anti-imperialist group. And the NBC commentator immediately was like, well, these protesters, who are literally anti-genocide protesters, remember, were there to start trouble and were looking for violence. Like, that to me is a careerist shill that is like desperately trying to advance their career, and it's not even like remotely interested in looking at the situation and being like, cops are probably the ones who are being violent in this circumstance as I'm watching these images unfold.
Right.
And that these guys are anti-genocide protesters. There might be people in that group that have, like, I don't know, different opinions or whatever, but ultimately,
and I guess you're saying
you don't do that.
It's also a blanket statement. Again, I haven't seen this clip, but it sounds like it was a blanket statement about everybody in this crowd, right?
And also the fact that like it's done towards like BLM protesters a lot as well. When it wasn't like when Black Lives Matter was not seen as like a popular group.
Yeah.
People would regularly in mainstream media, when Barack Obama was like critical of Black Lives Matter, there were people in mainstream media that were also very critical of Black Lives Matter.
I mean, I will say I try to be pretty careful with that. Even when I was at the Capitol on January 6th, and we were live, I was talking back to the control room in my ear, and I was careful even to describe, I was standing on the lawn of the Capitol. Not everybody who was on that lawn was a rioter or an insurrectionist, right? Some of them were actual peaceful protesters who kind of just went down to observe, to watch, found themselves in it. So, I would try and give a little bit of leeway on both sides when it comes to that. Obviously, people are up the front, it's a different story.
It's not just that.
Did something change on the left during COVID?
Oh, yeah. Sean, socialist. Say hi to the Twitch audience, Sean.
Hi, Twitch.
Sean's a dad of two. Well, we think they're his kids, but... Anyway,
What did he say?
So, yeah,
What's
sign
up?
that. Yeah.
Sure.
You want the CNN autograph too or no? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Bro, don't say CNN autograph.
No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Say it's the Donny.
He probably thought you.
Here you go.
No.
Say it's a Donny O'Sullivan.
I just think CNN.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been coming up to you saying, "Oh, are you that Irish guy from CNN?" Right? That's been happening.
Literally nonstop.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Sorry about that.
What was the question that you were having?
The question was, obviously COVID changed, the world changed, but a lot of the people, actually some of the people we spoke to who were, again, far left maybe, how big was the change during COVID when it comes to the left? And I hate to kind of just blanket that, but you know what I'm saying.
I can't speak for
There
the
was
entirety of the left.
there was a radicalization on the right when it came to lockdowns and it came to masks, right? Like that really activated something.
Yeah.
What about on the other side?
The American project hinges on being able to afford your treats. The moment that your access to your treats that are affordable are restricted, everything will fucking fall apart. Society collapses. Because then you're like, well, what the fuck am I doing this for? You know? I have a shit-ass job, no future prospects, barely can make payments, but at least I can go to Applebee's and get $5 jalapeno poppers,
right.
Okay? And hang out with the boys and slam a couple brews, watch some fucking football. COVID broke that a little bit. All of a sudden, everyone was like, well, okay, what's the whole purpose of this then, if I can't have my fucking treats? I think that was like the breaking point for a lot of people. Then also there's like the underlying unexamined and undisclosed genuine anxiety that people have in terms of like big pharma, right? Because like that's a very real and dare I say valid opinion to have, that you're like, what the fuck? Like we're putting a price on like curing people? That sounds insane. It sounds actually antagonistic to human nature, right? So a lot of people that have that resentment don't understand why they have that resentment. And right-wingers are so quick to be like, yeah, it's because they're turning you gay and autistic with vaccines. Big Pharma's bad because they turn you gay. And it's like, it breaks people's brains because they're so primed. They're so resentful, they're so angry for obvious, understandable reasons. And no one is like telling them, no, dude, it has nothing to do with like turning you gay. Like the COVID vaccines were literally billionaires were fucking skipping the line to get these goddamn vaccines, Rupert Murdoch included. Like, the reason why they wanted you all to be vaccinated is because you're cattle. You vaccinate your fucking cattle. Why? Because you don't want your cattle to die. They didn't want you fucking up the hospital system that was already, on its last leg in many parts of the country. And they wanted you to get back to work after 3 days rather than taking 3 weeks off because you're dying.
Do you think did you lose subscribers, fans? We hung out with a guy last week named Charm Hole. He'll be happy with the shout out on your stream. He used to love you, now he hates you. One of the big reasons he said it was you were jamming, COVID restrictions, vaccines, masks, everything down his throat.
Wait, is Charm Hole a MAGA communist?
Yeah.
So he's pro-China?
I think he's pro-China. He's pretty pro-China, right? Yeah.
So what the fuck does he think about China's restrictions then?
But do you think did you lose people during COVID? Not in a meaningful way.
No. The only time I've meaningfully lost a big chunk of my audience throughout these years was Israel, October 7th.
Right. What about Ukraine and Russia? No.
No.
So you lost a lot of people because of your support for Gaza?
Yeah. They're back now because I'm at the DNC.
Interesting.
But a lot of people left.
But I mean, those folks would have known that you were pro-Palestine, right? All along, but it wasn't until it was in their face. Is that what?
Yeah.
Jackson Inkle really wants to talk to you
Bro, that's precisely the reason why you don't talk to him.
So I'm gonna pick up after I chat to you, but just tell him you didn't want to chat.
No.
All right, you guys, I need to give our Sean and Co a break here. I might grab some coffee.
We need to run soon anyway because
Yeah.
open again.
Yeah.
But you might run into Mike Lindell.
I would love that. Also, remember, deeply unserious person.
You?
Well, I'm a deeply
You're a pretty
unserious
serious guy.
I'm a deeply unserious person too. No, I'm talking about Jackson
Oh.
Hill.
So okay, I gotta do this. He says, ask him, okay, there's 2 questions, and I'll ask you these.
Okay, why are you being a vessel for this fucking demon?
Why didn't he condemn AOC for allowing $1 billion in taxpayer funding to pass for Israel's bombing campaign on Gaza called Operation Guardian of the Walls?
I love it. I love AOC and I love Israel. That's why.
Also, how am I begging for clout if I get banned everywhere but still have way more followers than him?
Fucking own. I have no answer to that.
You're not engaging. All right, that's it. I did my piece. Are you guys heading back in for the night's activities?